today's video, we're going to go over the brand new Rise crossover mini update that's went ahead and sent a massive update to the quest system, a brand new skin system, new codes, and a whole lot more. So to start off with, we're going to go over the new code, which has just been added into the game. Now, this code is going to give you some decent stuff, so I'll put the code in now. It's QUESTS. So the code is quests in all capitals. If you redeem this code, you'll be able to go ahead and get yourself some rewards. There is nothing to complain about there. And as we said in the intro of the video, they've went ahead and redone how the whole skin system works. Now you actually have an icon for skins, so that means you're no longer going to go to inventory, go to weapons, and have the whole thing just full up of just junk skins. Well, not junk skins, but just tons of skins. Now if you just click on the brand new icon that is called skins, it will go ahead and show this menu right here, which honestly looks so much cleaner, and I don't really get why they didn't do this sooner, because I significantly prefer the look of this. It does look kind of empty at the moment, and I don't know whether they do a skin index or they maybe do some quests that we can do to get skins. It would be really cool, because then I feel like it'll be something you could aim to also fill up. But now it does make the weapons page just look a whole lot clearer. Also, if you want to do your shadow skins, you now click on this, and then you click on the shadow skin through that. We click on snow shadow. We can then go ahead and click shadow skin, which will then mean we just pick the shadow and it will go ahead and set the skin. Equally, we can go straight back to it, and then we can click on, let's say, the Monarch Shadow, and click Player Skin. Anyway, another massive thing they added in this update is you can now go to Index, and you can actually see the strength of N rank plus units. So, for example, a Monarch with G stats does 2.09 QI damage, a Monarch with N stats goes then does 22.54 QI, and with the most recent addition of N+, you can now go ahead and see how much damage they do, which is 272 QI damage. Well, 272.9 with a 3.27 SX damage, which is crazy for an Ultima. That is actually a very, very big amount of damage there. That is going to be significantly game-changing. We've also had the brand new main quest section added. So if you go to quests and you click on main quests, these quests are going to help you out a ton if you're a new player when it comes to progressing through the game. It comes with tutorials, but there's also some cool rewards that we can obtain through the quest naturally. So the first quest is just to get your first Arise, so let's make sure we have all Arise on. And just like magic, the quest is done. You need to claim the quest, and then it will go and give you the next quest. And this will be to defeat 10 Sundu or Sondu, whatever you'd like to call him. And to do this quest, you need to make your way over to Leveling City, and he will be the weakest NPC in there. So these quests are more intended for newer players. Now, that does not mean as the quests go in progress that they won't become good for further end players. But it'll most likely be something they add on to the game, and this will basically just be there not only to speed up your progression, but help out new people that don't really understand how the whole concept of the game works. Because if you start off with, this will be the first Shadow you Arise, and yeah, you're going to Arise a lot of it. Now, the only downside is you are going to have to Arise 10 of him. Actually, was it a Rise or was it Defeat? And it was Defeat, so you can leave Auto Destroy in there, not clog up your inventory too much, which will be very helpful. And after we have quickly taken out 10 of this guy, it'll pop up saying Quest Complete, and we can claim it again. And this will give us experience, a melee weapon, and some cash, which all of this is kind of trash to people that are in-game. But if you are very new to the game, the XP will be nice, the cash will not really be too good, and the weapon will just be a little bit of a helping hand. You can claim that, and then it will say to buy your first weapon, which this is where this becomes overpowered, is that you go ahead and you can get tickets for free by doing this. So if we go over here to the weapon shop and we buy any weapon, we buy that one, it will say quest complete. And by the way, you can buy the cheapest weapon, you'll be able to get that. And now we have two different things. So we have the defeat Gonchi, which means you need to beat 15 Gonchis, which can get some powder dust, which is really nice there. And then we have the unlock weapon potential. Use tickets to upgrade your weapon, unlock its full potential. Now, I'm not sure if you actually need to use tickets to complete this quest, but upgrade any weapon to D rank. So if we go to enchants, we go to upgrader, and then we need to find something. We have an E rank if we have any, which we do. So let me quickly purge a bunch of my weapons. And we will do that, which will say quest complete, which is very nice there. We can claim that quest, and by the way, all of these quests will have tutorials for them. And you can can keep on going with this. So, of course, people in the late game, this isn't really too crazy at the moment, but people that have already progressed, that haven't progressed too much, you'll actually find this very, very useful. And just progressing through the game, keep on doing your quests, that will help you progress. Anyway, guys, thank you a ton for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. I post like daily Arise crossover videos. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.